Welcome back to PR Champions on Daily Ad Brief. I'm your host, Mike White, and on PR Champions, we meet with experts in the industry to talk about tips, tricks, the technologies, and the techniques they use to grow their clients' campaigns. Join us today from Illinois. We have Debra Vilchis with Fishman PR. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So tell me a little bit about your background and how you got started in the public relations industry.
Well, I actually started off, like many PR people did, in journalism on the other side of the fence, right? Reporting. I was a print reporter in newspapers, and then I moved over to magazines, and then I went to what they say the dark side is, and skipped over to the PR side about 10 years into my journalism career.
What's the biggest change that you've seen with public relations in the industry over the past 2 years?
Well, there's definitely been, I'm sure you've heard this before, a shrinking of the number of news outlets and the numbers of traditional media and reporters that are out there. But at the same time, when I've heard that, I've actually seen a widening. There seems to be more choices, a lot more outlets that are just non traditional, a lot more influencers that you can contact. Also, the way that we contact the media now is different. We kind of meet them where they're at. Uh, you know, you if you see on Cision that it says don't call them, you don't call them. And if you are constantly emailing them and you're not hearing back, it's because they don't check email. So we've gotten around that and just kind of figured out go where they're at. For instance, maybe they like to be contacted over LinkedIn or Twitter if they are highly engaged on those platforms. And so there's been a lot of changes in just the types of outlets out there, the types of journalists, and where you connect with them.
Are press releases that just blindly go out still valuable?
Well, they serve a purpose. I mean, they're not what we're really going for always is the story. The press release is kind of what we say it's a necessary evil of PR. It's a piece of information with the content that you control and you put it out there and it's findable just in the exact way that you've written it and that the client wanted it out there. But what we're really seeking is of course what brands hire us for is the relationship building side. Getting the real stories and the tailored angles to the media outlets so that they will then interview our clients and do larger in-depth stories and interviews with them. So they serve a purpose, yes, but they are definitely not a whole in when it comes to PR.
Tell me about a time that you failed forward and learned from that mistake.
Well, I would say again, it always goes to meeting reporters where they're at versus forcing your stories down their throat, right? So, um, for so long, we were just letting our clients dictate to us, what we're telling to the media. When we know that what they want is to be covering relevant things that are happening in the world and they want commentary. So, for example, right now, you know, a lot of companies and a lot of people are dealing with the labor shortage or supply chain shortages, inflation. So the media wants to hear real commentary, like real challenges on what companies are going through, not the, hey, look at this great new product or service that we just rolled out, or look at us now, aren't we great? So I would say that that would be something that if I look back and could change, we would have much sooner advised our clients that we need to get them comfortable talking about the things that are not necessarily all about them, but are more relevant to what the world is thinking about right now.
For those that are in college right now looking to start a career in journalism, what are the top skill sets that you believe they need to enter the workforce?
I got one, just one skill, and it's not even a skill. I don't know if you could call it a skill, but it's being human. Just being able to have conversations with people, being able to listen, understand, laugh, have a little fun, not be robotic in the way that you approach meetings, and just being very open to new ideas and the ability to embrace change, because every second in journalism and PR, something is changing. The way the outlets receive news, the way clients do interviews now is different. They're doing them over video instead of a lot of times going into the studio. So a lot of the things that you learned in journalism or PR school might not actually apply, because the second you get out, it's going to change. So be ready for it.
So speaking of change, last question is finish the sentence. In 1 year, Fishman PR will blank.
In 1 year, Fishman PR will be the firm that is relevant to what is happening in the world, whether that be how the world has changed and brought us different types of clients, how our clients' needs have changed, we'll be serving them differently. I definitely think that we are going to be a firm that, as one of my really bright colleagues in the industry says, is going to be doing story doing, not storytelling. So there's going to be more encouraging and helping our clients actually take action in the communities in which they're involved versus just telling their stories. So, helping to solve problems in the community and encouraging our clients to do that. So I think we're going to be moving from storytellers to story doers.
And we are definitely going to check back and hold you accountable for your promises. So thank you very much for joining us today and sharing your insights. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It was fun.
To find out more about Debra and Fishman PR and all the amazing things they could do to share your story, visit us at dailyadbrief.com. We'll see you next time on PR Champions.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.